The neon lights of the megacity danced like wild spirits on the rain-soaked streets, reflecting off Kai's chrome prosthetics as he darted through the throngs. His heart, a perfectly timed machine of titanium and silicon, beat in rhythm with his escape. Behind him chased Silas, a bounty hunter whose artificial eyes functioned with a precision that could track even the fastest movements. Kai, a former hacker, had stolen data from the depths of the net that would send every state into a frenzy. Silas was the only one on his trail, a cyborg who was himself a legend in the net, but his life had devolved into a monotonous hunt for people like Kai. The chase led the two men through the underbelly of the megacity, a network of subterranean tunnels laced with cabling and data lines. The neon lights of the city seemed like a muted glow here. Kai used the tight confines of the tunnel and his cybernetic abilities to weave through the passages. Silas, despite his impressive technology, found it difficult to keep up with Kai. Silas, the hunter, was close on his heels. His cybernetic eyes flashed as they followed the fleeting shadow of Kai through the neon lights. Silas knew that Kai wouldn't simply upload the data into the public net. It was too risky. Kai stopped and pressed a button on his backpack. A small antenna array shot out of the pack and extended upward. Data transmission commencing, a synthetic voice announced.
"You're trying to replicate the data, Kai," Silas yelled, rushing towards him. "You won't make it in time. I'll block your signal." "Wacko mundo, Silas," Kai replied, reaching into his backpack and pulling out a small metallic cube. Silas, bewildered, watched as Kai placed the cube on a graffiti-covered underground container. The container, actually a repurposed electrical box, was equipped with a series of blinking LEDs and an intricate circuit board. Kai pressed a button on the cube, which began to vibrate with a faint hum. "Send the data," he said.
The cube, actually a miniaturized quantum computer, sprang into action. It transmitted the data, encrypted with a complex algorithm, directly into a decentralized network, a darknet in the depths of the net. The data flow was fast and invisible, only perceptible to those who knew. Silas snatched the cube, but it was too late. The data had already been replicated. Kai, seeing the attack coming, tried to retreat, but Silas was faster. With a single powerful blow from his cybernetic limbs, he sent Kai into the electrical box, which instantly exploded in a blinding flash. Silas staggered back, his cybernetic eye momentarily blinded. When Silas regained his footing, he saw only a charred skeleton clinging to the remnants of the electrical box. Kai was dead. Silas stared at the cube, the weight of its contents pressing down on him. He had seen glimpses of what the data held, proof of systematic corruption that ran through the megacity like a vein of poison, warping every aspect of life. Lies, manipulation, and hidden agendas that kept the city's glittering facade afloat. He felt a chill crawl up his spine. This wasn't just a case. This wasn't just another job. This was a ticking bomb, waiting to explode and unleash a chaos he could barely comprehend. He knew why Kai had chosen the darknet, the shadowy underbelly of the net, where only the initiated could navigate. The public net would have been a wildfire, consuming everything in its path. The megacity would have been engulfed in flames of fury and despair. But even the darknet wasn't safe. He could already feel the eyes on him, the whispers of the data traveling through the network seeking him out. The authorities, the corporations, the rebels, all wanted this information. They were all vultures, circling, waiting for the carcass to fall. Silas ran his hand over the cube, its smooth metallic surface cold against his skin. He could feel the power it held, the potential for revolution, for destruction. He was no longer a hunter, but a hunted, caught in the crossfire of a war he never wanted to be a part of. He could feel the data seeping into him, its whispers weaving into his consciousness. He saw the city, its neon lights now tinged with the dark red of blood. He saw the faces of the people, their hopes and dreams replaced with rage and fear. The megacity would change. It was inevitable. The question was, would it change for the better, or would it crumble under the weight of its own secrets? And what part would Silas play in this unfolding tragedy?